Today on the show, we're going to go over a very controversial topic. Just kidding. I got this idea from when I was watching a camera review the other day, and I was like, you know what? This kind of applies to all reviews that you might watch on YouTube, no matter what it is. So today, we're going to talk about how to watch a YouTube review. Also, don't forget, take this with a grain of salt. It's meant for comedic purposes. Also, I will be changing up my camera angle just to keep y'all interested. Welcome back to Stormy Norman Says. I'm Stormy Norman. That must mean I have something to say. Now, like I said, I got this idea watching a camera review as I do on YouTube. My algorithm for this particular channel when I'm on it, because I don't just make videos on here, I also watch videos on here. Now my other channel, my main channel, is mostly Bible content, professional wrestling, and cars. But on this channel, it's mostly stationary and cameras. That's, for the most part, that's the top things that my algorithm shows me when I'm on this channel. So I was watching a review of a camera the other night, and I was thinking about this one camera I want to get, possibly. So I was researching it like I do. And the guy would talk about, well, this camera can do this. And I'm thinking to myself, so what? And he's like, well, this camera can't do this. And I'm like, so what? But then on the other hand, I watch the review and it'll seem so good. Like, oh yeah, this is what I'm looking for. And then they'll point out one little thing. And I'll be like, nope, can't do it. Like, that's complete turn off. One of the problems I have with this camera that we're filming on, this ain't a camera video, so hang in there. But one of the problems I have with the camera I'm filming on right now, great camera, battery life is awful. It's terrible. I'm looking at cameras that don't have batteries that I have to change out every 20 minutes, like I do on this one. But I was looking at it and I was like, a lot of people might watch, and I'm guilty of this as well, watching a review. I'm going to show y'all some examples in a second. I'm guilty of doing this with stationery as well. You watch a review someone does of a pen, and you're like, man, he ain't got nothing but good things to say about that. And we'll get into that too in a minute. And you're like, well, this is it. It does this, and this, whatever. This is the one. I should jump on this and get it. And then you get it, and you're like, ugh. Like, there's one little thing about the pen or the notebook or whatever that you bought that maybe wasn't highlighted in the review, or maybe wasn't mentioned as, too clearly, or maybe they just didn't think about it. And you got it in hand, finally paid your hard-earned money for it, and you start writing with it, start using it, and you're like, ugh, this thing kind of stinks. I'll give you a few examples. The notorious one that y'all probably all know about, the Diplomat Viper. This is one of the coolest looking pens. It's got the snake scale looking thing. It's metal. It's got the magnetic cap on it. Look at that. You just sit it right on there. Pow. Right on there, no problem. It's got the hooded nib. I'd never had anything with a hooded nib before. I wanted to try it out. Didn't love it. Didn't love the way it wrote. And the thing is, I've had a Diplomat pen before. I had the Diplomat Magnum I didn't like that pen either, but I thought I'd give Diplomat another chance. It just wasn't my cup of tea. It just don't write as smooth as I would want it to write. So I watched the reviews and I just took the bait, bought the pen. There's just something about, we don't live in a time now like the old days where you go to the store, you can pick things up and look at them and all that. So there's something to be said. That's why reviews exist, because online shopping has become so big, so part of our lives. That is why reviews exist, so you can see something before you buy it. Now take, for instance, Retro 51 Tornado. Awesome looking pen. It's a twist top, which normally wouldn't be my favorite. Twist it, it's got the knurling on it so you can grab it real good. It's I got stainless steel one, so it's all silver. Put whatever refill you want in there. I think I have a Jetstream. Let me make sure what kind of refill I got in here. No, I got a Parker Gel refill in there, which is also pretty good refill. Writes fantastic with that refill. Of course, it'll write however, depending on whatever refill you put in it. I just don't like the way the ergonomics are. I just don't like the way my hand sits, because it tapers down. Obviously, it's called the Tornado. Big at the top, narrow at the bottom. And the way it just narrow, I just don't like the way it feels in my hand. So I don't ever use the daggum thing. So I put y'all together a list. Not really, kind of, sort of. An outline of things that we need to talk about when you're watching a YouTube review. Kind of help y'all out, maybe. If nothing else, it'll make you laugh. Maybe, hopefully. It's my notes. How to watch a YouTube review. The main question you need to ask yourself, does it flipping matter? Does it flipping matter? Because what matters to somebody else might not matter to you, and vice versa. So somebody's going to go through the build quality. Now, certain pen channels are probably not going to show you a Jinhao or an Asvine, at least not frequently, because they're up here and they're looking down their nose at the Chinese pens and whatnot. So they might not show you. They might show you the platinums and the sailors and the pens that are hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but they might not show you, the cheaper ones, like the Asvine 126. Is that the one I have? Oh, y'all probably remember better than I do. Cheap pen. I think the build quality on it's pretty good. Not the best nib you're going to get, but build quality is something that almost every review is going to mention, and you have to ask yourself, how important is that? Obviously, you don't want some cheap crap that's going to fall apart. Like that Parker fountain pen that we did a video on a while back. I don't hate plastic fountain pens. I have a bunch of them. Most of my fountain pens are plastic. But just something about the way that thing felt just seemed cheaper than normal. Cheaper than one of those Jinhaos. Like, y'all know I don't like the Jinhaos. I've not yet got one that I thought wrote very well. But they were well made. Well made for the most part. Now, another important thing people are going to talk about is the price. Because what is budget to some people is not budget to other people. You could watch some of these high-end, I don't know which ones those would be, but high-end fountain pen channels been around for a long time. And they talk about, like I said, the platinums, the sailors, the pilot customs, blah, 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 so on and so forth. And they'll be like, wow, this is such a budget pen. It only costs $150. Which, when you're buying fountain pens that cost $500, $600, then yeah, I bet $150 is budget to you. Not me. And maybe not some of y'all either. But when it comes to stuff like that, I'm like, $150 is the low end. Like, good gracious. Like the Diplomat Viper I just showed you was $100, and I thought that's a lot of money to spend on a pen. But it just depends on your budget. You could see a really cool pen in a review and be like, oh man. Like me when I first saw the Pilot Vanishing Point. And I was watching a YouTube video and somebody had the Pilot Vanishing Point, and I'm like, oh, I want that. And then I went and saw this like $250, $300. I'm like, okay, don't want it quite as bad anymore. So price matters because, I mean, the economy we're living in. No, it's hard to get by. Hard to get by these days. And spending that kind of money on a pen, it's hard to justify sometimes, you know? But you've been watching reviews long enough, you'll know which channels are going to have. Well, I'd say there's 3 different types of channels. There's going to be kind of the ones like mine, where we're really only talking about budget stuff, things under $100. Then you're going to have your channels where you're talking about budget stuff is $150, $200, because they're used to buying pens that cost $500, $1,000, and whatnot. And then you'll have your channels sprinkled around that kind of do both. They talk about both. But price is definitely a major factor you need to look into when watching a YouTube review. And chances are they're going to have affiliate links. Y'all know I put affiliate links in the thing. You go to Amazon, you become I don't know what they call it exactly, but I'm an Amazon affiliate. I went and signed up for their program. They have a program for content creators, but apparently I didn't qualify for that one for some reason. Probably don't have enough followers on them. But you go to YouTube once you become an affiliate, and you go to the product and you click on get affiliate link. It copies it. You go to your YouTube description, you paste it in there. And that way, when y'all are watching my video and y'all see the pen or whatever it is I'm using in the video, you're like, oh man, I like that. I want to get one of them. You go down there, click on my affiliate link. It takes you straight to it on Amazon. And you buy it at the regular price. The regular price anybody else would buy it for. And Amazon gives me a little bit of kickback on that, which apparently ain't a lot, because I have every time I get an email from them, they're like, you have not made enough money to be eligible, because apparently you have to make a certain amount before they give you the money. So I have made money off my affiliate links, but I have not made enough money for them to give it to me. It's kind of like how it is with YouTube. But anyway, the affiliate links, and it don't matter if you click on my affiliate link to go buy the pen, and then you say, oh, I don't want this pen, and you go buy a laundry detergent. I still get the kickback as long as you went to Amazon through my affiliate link and you bought, like I said, laundry detergent or a new pair of jeans or something. I still get the kickback from it. Not sure that explanation was necessary, but I gave it. Now they're going to go over the pros. They might go over the cons first, whatever the deal may be. And that is where you really got to ask yourself some questions, because some of the things they point out as pros might not be pros to you. Like when I'm watching a fountain pen, we'll just start with a camera review. I was watching a camera review, and the guy was talking about this camera does 10-bit color. You can record an S-Log, 4K, 120, whatever thing he was talking about. And I'm like, I don't care, because I don't color grade my videos, at least not at the moment. Maybe someday I will. And I don't really shoot in 4K. And the reason for that is because the files are so big, they take forever to process through the editing software. And also because most people watch videos on YouTube on their cell phone, so it really don't matter if it's 4K or not. Plus, personally, When I'm watching a YouTube video, I couldn't tell you if it's in 4K or 1080. I can't really tell the difference. So that didn't bother me. I don't care if it does all that. But I think the things I'm looking for is more practical. But like the same thing when I'm watching a fountain pen review and they're like, oh, the nib is 10 karat. If it's 10 karat gold, 18 karat gold, I probably can't afford it anyway. Well, the nib, is steel. That's a con. It's not a con to me. I don't even have any pens that have a gold nib. Steel nibs work just fine for me. Or the pen is vacuum fill. Or the pen is cartridge converter. Or what's the other one called? Like the Twisby, the plunger? Maybe that is what it's called. I can't remember. I feel like there's a technical term for it. I'm forgetting. But some of those things, somebody might like vacuum fill and dislike cartridge converter. I don't really care either way. The Asvine pen I have is vacuum fill. It's okay. It's not my favorite filling method, but it's okay. I don't hate it. Cartridge converter, if you're a beginner, is going to be probably the best option for you because you can start out with cartridges. That's what I did. The first few fountain pens I got, I went on Amazon and bought extra cartridges. I just replaced them every time they run out until I got to the point where I wanted to start experimenting with other ink. And then I ordered a converter for it. For the pen, it didn't have a converter. My Pilot Metropolitan came with a converter. But like we talked about before, that thing sucks. So what's a con for you might not be a con for somebody else and vice versa. Like I said, sometimes the things other people get excited about, you think you need it. Like, oh, I don't have a pen that has this. I need this. It seems so awesome. And then you get it and you're like, it's not quite so awesome as I thought. Or you could do that. You could get a pen that has these features that the person on the video is going on and on about, and you get the pen, and yes, those features are cool, but you can't stand the way the pen feels in your hand. It just feels terrible in your hand. So, moral of the story, I don't really need to tell y'all none of this, but it was an idea I had, and I thought we could have some fun with this. You got to figure out what's important to you. One thing that's nice to have might not be something you can have. Like, I love the Kaweco Sport. I don't really use it as much as I should because I got that Explorer in my traveler's notebook, and man, I still love it. I still love that Explorer. And this has a screw cap. The Explorer don't, so it's easier for me to just pop it off right with it, put it back on. But I do use this in my journal. That's why it sits here on my desk. But the Kaweco Sport, are you going to get a lot of capacity with this thing? You're not. And the converters that you can buy for this pen are awful. I've heard. I've not had one, but I heard that they hold less than the cartridge does. And then they got the one that folds over, and I don't want nothing to do with that. So it's like back when I used to collect Bibles, and I would buy this Bible because it has this. I'm like, oh man, if I just had that. But then it had that, but it didn't have this other thing. And then I'm like, oh, well, I'm going to get this Bible because it has this, because this Bible don't have it. But then this Bible has this, but it don't have this other thing. You see what I'm saying? And then we got to talking in a group I was in, and like, if you could make the Bible that had all the things in it you wanted, it would probably be unusable because it would be humongous. Like, oh, I want a compact Bible. You can't have a compact Bible with a font you can read if you're getting older like I am. So if you have a compact Bible, you just got to live with the fact that it's going to have smaller letters in it. Well, I want a wide margin. Well, you can't have a wide margin that goes along with the font thing. If a wide margin is going to have a smaller font because they got to have room for the margins. And also, a wide margin is not going to be compact. So if you put all things, I want large print, wide margin, it's going to be a humongous Bible. It's going to be a suitcase. And the same thing could be said about a pen. Well, I want a pen that has this, 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 and this. And by the time you get done, you're like, okay, this is unusable because of all the features I thought I needed to have. Probably less of a problem with a pen than it would be a Bible. But you got to watch a review, look at it, and listen to what they're saying. And also, if they start the video off by saying, Kaveco sent me this pen to review, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad review. I'm not saying they're going to lie to you. I'm just saying they might be hard-pressed to say something bad about a product that was sent to them. It's like when I'm watching camera reviews and I know this person uses this certain brand of camera. Like I use Canon mostly. I got this Sony and I got a Nikon, but I mostly use Canon. And if I'm watching a YouTube channel and I know they mostly use Canon and they're like, oh, I'm going to talk about this Canon camera today, they sent it to me, I'm going to be like, I don't know how unbiased you're going to be, you know? So keep that in mind. I'm not saying if somebody gets, they'll say, oh, they sent me this, but I promise you I'm giving you my honest opinion. I'm not saying they're not. Not saying they're not. I'm saying there's a good chance they ain't. Anyway, that was a fun video to make. I don't know if it's fun for y'all, but it was fun for me. Appreciate y'all watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the video if you want to see more fun-filled content like you just saw. But I got my book here, my Lockerbie mini pocket journal with my video ideas, so I can tell y'all videos coming up. I don't know which one. 1 year with the Mac. The Mac really pissed me off this past weekend, but we won't get into that. But everything's fine now, but we're still recovering, okay? I almost threw this thing out the window and bought something else. Mini pocket journal. We got to do a review on that. Oh, I still got to get some purple ink. I got to go back, read y'all's comments on the purple ink, and decide which one I want to try. We're going to do a video on the daily fold. Maybe we'll do a video on the daily folio. That's probably going to go in the giveaway box. So, the Muji pocket pen. Do a review on that. My birthday pen. I ain't even showed y'all that. My buddy bought this at a gift shop for my birthday. Gift shop in St. Augustine. It looks like it doesn't have any description on it. But it looks like a glass dip pen with a bunch of ink. Different kinds of ink. And I don't know what this stuff over here on the side is. But we're going to do a video on this. I'm not even going to open it. We're going to open it on the video and try it out together. See what it's all about. What else I got wrote on here? How to watch a review. We're doing it right now. So, that's the video y'all can look to coming up. Don't forget to subscribe. If you want to become a channel member, hit that join button. I'm going to try, if I can figure it out and I have some time, maybe Sunday. Sunday's usually when I got some spare time. I'm going to go and redo the channel memberships and try to set them lower. Try to make one tier, and it's like $1 a month, if I can figure out how to do that. Because right now we got 2 tiers, $2.99, I think, $3.99 a month if you want to become a channel member. But I don't feel like I'm giving y'all value for your money, because I can't ever come up with the time to do a member video, and 2, I don't know what to do member videos about. So if I have time and I can, figure out, because it was kind of hard to figure out the first time I did it, we're going to change all that up and make it cheaper for y'all. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. This video is almost freaking 30 minutes long. I'm going to have to trim it down. I've been Stormin' Norman. I've said things. Catch you in the next one.